Welcome to segment 2. This one's going to be a shorter one. I have a tab in my YouTube channel, right, that talks about all my friends. So I'm going to talk about why you should subscribe to all of them. First up, we have Almighty Longcat, very cool guy, and I have a lot of collabs with him on his channel. Next up is Clark10. He makes a lot of meme content. Most of them are short, though he has done a few, one analytical video. He hasn't really uploaded that much yet, but he does have a promising career, and I hope that you all subscribe to him. Then is Squinch. I've also collabed with Squinch on a couple occasions. He's a pretty good guy. He also makes a lot of meme videos, and he's pretty funny. Next is Ploopy. He's done several Let's Plays. He's pretty funny, and he's done a few tier lists as well. I hope you enjoyed, and on to the next segment 3, and this one is going to be a longer one. We have done tier list of all generations except 7 and 8. So we will be getting 2 new generations worth of opinions and all the other 6. However, we will be comparing all the starter forms against one another to see which one come out on the top and on the bottom. Starting off is Bulbasaur, and he is pretty excellent. He's an excellently designed starter. He has a lot of different inspirations and origins. He's also the underdog out of the Kanto starters, even though most people know that he's probably the best pick overall. And he really fits well as the first Pokemon in the National Dex. Next up is Ivysaur, which is wonderful. It is the perfect middle stage starter evolution. It takes everything good about the first stage and makes it beefier, stronger, more intimidating, so that it makes more sense when it goes to the third stage. But speaking of that third stage, it's definitely good, which is a few tiers away from its peak. Yeah, I like Venusaur, but I can definitely see why someone would not like it. It's gotta be pretty lame, to be honest, and does not fit as well as it could have with the other of the evolution later on. Charmander is also pretty excellent, but to a lesser degree of Bulbasaur. I very much do like Charmander, however. It's pretty simple design, so not much to talk about. Charmeleon is good, though that may go down a little bit. I feel like it does what Ivysaur does, but not as good or as cleanly. It's still a pretty good design, but definitely not as good as Ivysaur's execution, which is almost perfect, in my opinion. And Charizard wouldn't make sense anywhere under than Wonderful. My opinion has changed over the years. Well, not the years. Well, since my first generation 1 tier lists, I've grown to get a tiny bit of disdain to Charizard. It's not as good as I praised it for being, and don't get me wrong, it's still a wonderful design, but definitely not worthy of spectacular. But all the reasons I liked it in that video still stand. Squirtle, another excellent one. I like more than Charmander, not as much as Bulbasaur. Squirtle has always felt, a little bit more unique. The people who like Charizard are a dime a dozen, and people who like Bulbasaur are not as rare as you may think, though I have not met that many people who consider Squirtle to be the superior starter. But in my opinion, it is pretty good. So excellent. Wartortle is pretty great, in my opinion. I like it a lot more than most people. I like its design elements, and it also does what the other 2 second stage evolutions do. However, it's all kind of scrapped when it comes to Blastoise. And sure, I like Blastoise. It's great and all, but it really scraps all the design elements of Wartortle. Dartrix is up next, and it's below average. It's edgy, and I don't like it, but it's not that bad. Chikorita is next. It's obscenely cute. I'd say even great. Meganium is after, and I'd say, once again, excellent design. It takes the classic approach, but also takes an Ivysaur route in being cooler than the final evolution, by far. Cyndaquil is after, and it's also pretty great. I like Cyndaquil, but its evolution line I'm not the biggest fan of. Starting with Quilava, it's good. Typhlosion is intimidating, but I just say it's top of good. I don't know what it is about this evolutionary line, but I never felt like much really changes, but it's still a pretty good evolutionary line. Because it doesn't change, it doesn't ever get bad from the base standard, which was already set at pretty high. Now I'm rambling. Let's move on. Totodile is my favorite of the trio. I'd say it's top of great, maybe even bottom of excellent. It's a crocodile, that's cool. It's a water type, and that's cool. Croconaw is once again below average, but I'd actually lean towards fine because I like its caveman inspirations, but yeah, you can probably tell what's wrong about this. Coralligator is, I'd say, bottom of excellent tier. It is an overall excellent design, but I don't know what's with its arms. Trico's up next, and I'd say excellent once again. I really do like the grass starters. I do try to give equal treatment. Trico was my first starter, and I still love it today. Decidueye is up next, and might even drop it as spectacular. It is one of my favorite modern starter takes. Being Grass Ghost is a very interesting typing, interesting designs, interesting name inspiration, interesting design inspiration. Overall, spectacular design. Torchic is after that. I don't like Torchic as much as most people, but I can still agree that it is great. Mudkip is next, and yes, I do like Mudkips, though not to the same as Water. Yeah, there's a big divide, but actually I think I'm being a bit harsh. The Gen 3 starters has the hardest choice in my opinion, because all three final forms are so cool. Marshtomp is fine once again. Middle stage water types were never the best. They kind of go in decline, but Marshtomp's fine. Swampert is pretty excellent in my opinion. It's really cool. Water Ground is an excellent typing. It's sad that it replaces Quagsire. That's a sacrifice I'll take because it's a really cool design. Turtwig up's next, and it's good. Torterra is after. Torterra is pretty excellent. I'd say above Feraligatr, actually above Charmander. It's a really cool design, and Grass Ground is a very cool typing. Chimchar is up next. It's just an orange monkey, but I do like monkeys, so above Venusaur. Monferno's after, and to a lesser degree, still good. Piplup is very, very cute. I'd say pretty great. Not as cute as Chikorita. Snivy is smug and cool. I'd say pretty excellent. Maybe above Feraligatr. Tepig is up next. Very, very cute. I'd say above Torchic. Pignite's up next. I hate Pignite. I've grown to make my opinion switch. Emboar, I don't like. Pignite, I hate. Though I still do not like either of them. Oshawott is really, really cool, and above Charmander. Chespin is adorable, but nothing much else. But it was gonna be my pick. You can watch my Gen 6 tier list to hear my thoughts on these. Fennekin is cute. Its ears are a bit too large, but it's fine. Braixen is a pretty good middle stage evolution with its mage inspirations. I'd say above Tepig. I once again do not have to talk about this. Froakie is cute. Above Venusaur. Greninja is once again a wonderful starter. It is the easiest starter choice in my opinion, and wonderful. Rowlet. Sorry, Gen 7 wasn't my first game, but I do wish it was because this is such an excellent starter evolution line. It starts great, it becomes great, it just has a very low point. But it's not even the worst one. What can I say? It's absolutely adorable. One of the cutest Pokemon ever, in my opinion. Litten is likable, it's cool, it's great. Torracat is likable to a lesser degree, but it's good. Incineroar is pretty cool, I'd say, above Piplup. Litleo, I love the clown inspiration, I'd say. It's actually deserves to be pretty high, I'd say. Above Piplup. I love it. It's really cute. Brionne, it's way too awkward in my opinion. Another below average middle stage Gen 7 starter. Torracat did it best. Primarito is good. That's really about it. Blaziken is cool. It's another great Gen 3 final evolution. I'd say it goes a little bit below Swampert in my opinion. Combusken, yeah, I'm gonna have to give that one a below average. Dewott is my favorite middle stage starter evolution. It's so cool, and it makes it all the more disappointing when we get what we get. Though I do like Samurott. I really wish it was like Dewott and Oshawott. Yeah, Grottle's lame. I don't like it. Empoleon is actually surprisingly cool. One of the coolest Gen 4 final evolutions. And I'd say even above Blaziken. Frogadier is good. Above Chimchar. Grovyle, a lot of people like this more than Sceptile. I don't really see it, but I can see why. Has a pretty cool design and pretty cool leaf blades. I'd say above Bayleaf, which is something kind of similar. Infernape, it was a hard choice, but in the end, I did pick Infernape over Empoleon. I just like its inspirations and its typing more, because it was still new at this point. It was still new. Meganium is pretty cool, but is the hard mode of the Johto games, like for real. It's also lamer than Bayleaf and not the best in my opinion. Still, it's good. Yeah, Prinplup is I just don't like it. Samurott is a disappointment from what came before. It's kinda lame, but I still think it's good, and I could see why someone would like it. Sceptile, as I've said before, wonderful. I'd say above Charizard. It's an iconic Pokemon, it's very cool, and Leaf Blade was its signature move, and it deserved it. Raboot, I do not dislike as much as many people. I think Raboot is pretty good, but not above Venusaur. Cinderace, meh. Below Chespin. Grookey is cute, but the worst of the trio from base form alone. I'd say swap it out with Fennekin, just put it there, below it. Thwackey is even worse. I'd say it's just fine. It's awkward. Rillaboom happened to be my favorite of the trio. Had to be stuck with two kinda lame, but in the end it was pretty worth it. Though not by much. Scorbunny is adorable, I don't really have to explain this, yeah. Above Mudkip. Sobble is cute, but it goes all down from here. Poor Sobble. Drizzle is ugly, I don't really like it. And Teleon, I straight hate this one. Can't wait to go off on it in the Gen 8 ranking video. This one is just disgusting. Servine is good. It's a lot more elegant than Snivy, though not as cute. Serperior is pretty cool. I'd say below below Torterra. And that's about it. On to the next segment. Actually, hold on. My opinion does change every day though, so this is just what I'm feeling like today. On to the next segment. So, for my birthday, I made this nice, tiny little build in Minecraft. So I made a world just for this build. It's just a nice little cake. I made it based off the Minecraft cake, right? So, I couldn't get the colors exactly right, but I didn't want it to all be wool. I mean, here's the Minecraft cake for scale. Well, it's a pretty short segment. I hope you enjoyed. On to the next one. Well, hello everybody. Cryanide here. And this video took way longer than I expected. Surprisingly, it was originally going to be longer, but I did cut a segment due to time. That segment being the Minecraft Quest for Cake video. With the Quest for Cake, I believe the length of the video would be around 30 minutes, but less than. However, I was dumb, so I did it last, but even though it's going to be around the first segment. Messing up literally everything because my editor is weak. Yeah. But, yeah. It's my birthday today. Well, it's my birthday on the day I'm uploading this. While I'm recording this, I've finished all the editing. It's the last thing I'm doing. And really, honestly, YouTube as a whole has been a complete dream. I've not been getting as much views as I used to, but I genuinely don't care anymore. It's just so much fun to create content. However, I was beginning to stagnate my interest in YouTube as I was going along. But making this video took me quite a bit of time. It's nothing fancy, but it really got that spark back in me where I really just want to continue making content for all of you to enjoy. I mean, let's be honest, I've been doing this for what, 6 months now? 7 months even. I've made videos before that and those were not any good. I'm not even sure if anyone will even get to this part, based on the amount of views I get, but I do hope someone does get. Also, I recorded this literally once I started this project. And yeah, it's been crazy 6-7 months or so. It's been enjoyable and it's been fun. And who knows, maybe one day I'll finally do a Tetris Let's Play. Because every time I actually want to talk to you guys, I always go to Tetris. What can I say? It's fun and addicting. And after this, I'm probably going to take a break. It's been kind of hard to do all this. But with that being said, have an absolutely fantastic day, you wonderful people.